Greetings, stranger. Stay a while and listen. For this week, I decided to take a break from nightmare lectures and instead share with you my viewpoint on whether you should or shouldn't buy Diablo 4. I won't be sharing my views about Diablo 4 beta. I bet you have heard enough from other channels. Let's instead focus on the question at hand. To buy or not to buy? This is a question I have asked myself, looking for an answer at various places, until I realized the clue to answering the question lies in the past. The first version of Diablo 2 I have ever played was the demo version, where you could kill Bloodraven as many times as you liked, but that was it. Then on June 28, 2000, Diablo 2 Classic was released. A day and a year later, on June 29, 2001, Lord of Destruction had first seen the light of the world. On August 20, 2001, the legendary patch 1.9 came online, and it defined Diablo 2 for more than 2 years. Some define that time range as the golden era of Diablo 2. It was the era of Amazons and Barbarians, the era of Stormshield, Windforce, and the cow level. It was until October 28, 2003, when the game-changing patch 1.10 was released. It brought synergies, game-changing runewords like Enigma, Spirit, Insight, Infinity, and much more other content. And bugs, of course. Then the game continued evolving, but never so drastically, taking the shape we know today. What about Diablo 3? On April 20, 2012, we got the chance to play open beta and defeat the Skeleton King. A month later, on May 15, 2012, the game was released. This was the summer of rare items. Inferno difficulty, the auction house, enraged timers, and the invulnerable minions. In August, Paragon levels were introduced. Then in October came Live Patch 1.0. 5, bringing in Ubers and Monster Power System, making your game as difficult as you want. In February 2014, the game-breaking Patch 2.0. 1 came into being, introducing Loot 2.0 and Paragon 2.0. On March 25, 2014, Reaper of Souls expansion came online with bounties, Nephilim Rifts, the Mystic, Gambling, and much more. In August 2014, we got Seasons, Greater Rifts, and Legendary Gems. The next big patch was in August 2015, bringing in Kanai's Cube and more Torment levels. Then the game stopped evolving so radically, introducing some minor changes with each season. Why am I telling you all this? Notice the pattern. Same as Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Diablo 4 will be changing after release, a lot. We already know about set items being introduced after the launch. To answer the question, should you buy Diablo 4 now? You must ask yourself another question. Do I want to experience the radical changes firsthand? For me, the answer is hell yeah. Looking back to the summer of 2012, it was actually the time I personally enjoyed Diablo 3 the most. Inferno difficulty was very challenging back then, especially if you didn't use the auction house like me. I kept dying all the time and I loved it. Now I am not arguing that Diablo 3 was perfect back then, or that Diablo 4 will be the same. For me, Diablo 4 is a game at a crossroads. I can imagine some changes, which will make it one of the best action role-playing games of all time. I can also imagine some other changes that will seal its fate, the fate similar to Diablo 3. It's possible that if you buy and play the game this summer, it will be the most fun you will ever experience in Diablo 4. Because after then, the quality might go downwards. I personally hope it won't come to this, but one never knows. The thing with Diablo 3 is that you can't go back in time to play older versions again. And with Diablo 4, the situation will be the same. Sure, you can wait until the game gets more stable and will be on sale. You can postpone the decision. But if you want to experience the launch and the dramatic changes firsthand, The decision is simple. This is the argument that convinced me to buy the game.